Hello, welcome to another episode of Family Gems. So, today in this episode, we're going to be covering the helper feature in FamilySearch. What is this feature, you might ask, and why would you use it? Okay, so I'm going to show you what it is and how to use it. It's a really great feature for family history consultants or even friends, relatives, neighbors, anyone to help each other on the website. So, and by the way, you don't have to have a certain calling in order to get access to this feature. It's available for anyone, which is really good. So first of all, you go to FamilySearch.org and you sign in. Okay, so once you sign in, you're going to look on the help icon with the little upper right-hand corner, the question mark. And over here on the right, there's a little thing called bottom right, helper resources. When you click on that, it says, look, help others temporarily access another person's family tree information. So you can click that, and then you'll get this thing that says planner. Now, if you already have people and you've been helping people, you'll see a list. In this case, I had 13 people I was helping. I blotted their names out for privacy, but you get the idea. You click add someone here, over here, and once you add that, it'll let you add in 3 different ways. You can either do it from your ward or stake. You can do it through email or copy link. So if somebody is in your ward or stake, you can click that and you'll say search stake or ward members. You type in their name and you can scroll down and you go through and figure out who they are and who you want to request. Now the downside to this, well, the person always has to grant access through a response. They'll get some kind of email or message that says, do you want to allow this person? And if they say yes, then you'll get access. So you wait for them to do it. And there's more information that you have to fill out, like their helper number and some other things. So that's a little bit more involved. They have to click profile settings and look at their helper number. Sometimes you might need the birth date or something like that. But generally with the ward or stake, it's a little bit easier and it provides a little easier way to do it. If you want to click add by email, type in the name of the person and their email, like someone@gmail.com. And then you hit send invitation. And then what it does is it generates a link. So there's the email, add by email. It'll generate a link and then email that to them. If you want to say create a link, you type in the name of the person. That's all you have to put in is their name, and you hit create link, and it generates this little link. You can copy and paste that, then send it in an email, write it down, text message, whatever. Sometimes I do text message if I'm sitting there next to somebody. I'll do that, and then they'll get it in their phone, and then I check my email, accept it, they accept it, I accept it, and then I go in it, and then I can look in their account. So what happens once they let you in their account? You'll see research planner for and their name. This one was a fellow named David I was helping. Again, I've blocked out his name for privacy, but you'll notice a banner at the upper right hand, at the top. It'll say you are helping David and their name. And if you hit the little X, it'll cancel and go back to your account. So keep in mind, once you are helping somebody, anything you do and say is going to be done, do and act, I should say, is going to be done on their name. So you are now their proxy. You are acting on their behalf for them. And why would you want to do this? Well, you can share their temple. You can look at their temple reservations, see how many they've completed. You can add people to their temple reservations. Now, if you're like me and you have a lot of names you're sharing, this is a good way to keep your list down. So for me, for example, the system limitation is about 300 reservations. And that may seem like a lot, but if you get a lot of ceilings to parents and spouse and you're actively doing it a lot, you can quickly use up those 300 slots. And then what happens is you're limited. You have to now share with Temple or give it to someone else or not reserve it. Of course, the last thing I want to do is leave someone stranded in the spirit world and not allow them to progress forward. So I always want to share with Temple first. And then what I do is I unshare as I can, as I have time, specific people and specific ordinances so I can do them. Or I can print them and hand them out to their family members. So once you get above this 300 limit, it's best to have the person share their tree and reserve stuff under their account, because then they have a new batch of 300. Their quota takes it up from their side instead of yours. So it'll show you how many reservations the person has, how many they've shared, how many they completed. There's also a handy link to ordinances ready right there, as well as a scheduled temple appointment. And if you want to know about the reservation policies, you can click on that. So this is my reservations as it looked at the time that I did this. It has their name, sealing and different ordinances, and whether it's been completed and how long you have to do it, when it expires, and so forth. So you can go in and do that and help them. Another thing that's great is you can see their fan chart, and you can see where missing holes are, where you might want to research to help them. You can sort. You can see 4, 5, 6 generations, see stories, photos, and so on, just like you can with anyone else's fan tree. And you can change to pedigree, fan tree, or whatever. And you'll also be able to see their dashboard like you would when you log in, recently viewed, building your tree, and so on. Temple hints. Here's some of the partner sites that I mentioned: Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, American Ancestors, Philae, that's a French one, GeniaNet, Storied, and others. You can create your own little to-do list. This is just kind of the dashboard from the main site. Anyway, so I've hoped you've enjoyed learning about how to help others, why you might want to do it, and being able to progress forward the work of the Lord and discovering and finding your ancestors. Thank you for joining me on this podcast. Goodbye.